Hey everybody, we're live. This is our first time doing reacts. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. Um, it's kind of just I don't know. It's just what I've been wanting to do for a minute. I've been watching a lot of reacts content lately, and it's just kind of something new I wanted to try with the channel. As you can see, all the YouTube tabs and everything up. We have a lot of stuff I just wanted to watch together. Just have fun. What it's just something new I wanted to try, and just something genuinely fun. Just to see like gaming news. Because in the past, I know we talked a lot about potentially doing like a talk show when we were like trying to do Sundays, and we just went over stuff for like an hour, right? So this is going to be something kind of similar, where we're watching other videos and reacting to them, whether it's game trailers or some Halo news, games that we play on the channel. We will still be doing gaming videos. Um, we're still going to be streaming regular gaming stuff as well. We're going to be streaming more Marvel Rivals this weekend. I've been playing Warframe again. So yeah, we're playing a bunch of stuff lately, and I want to keep doing still gaming stuff. A lot of people have been busy with the holidays, so I'm hoping to collab with more people soon. Because I really want to play more games with friends. That's always better for streams, right? More entertaining and just fun in general, getting to play with everybody. So I'm hoping I can get some games in with some people soon. I've been really busy with work too, so but no, it's all good. We're I was gonna start with the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal trailer, which apparently a lot of people like a lot of people said there was leaks with this anyway. So it's like, oh yeah, this is nothing new. But I don't know enough about the Nintendo Switch. I mean, I had the first one, and it was just for like the Mario fighting game or whatever, the Super Smash Bros. Because this is an old one, right? Okay, so they're making the screen bigger. It's like ASMR almost. Was that a double USB or the USB-C? The old controllers were kind of small. I will say that. I have like medium hands, and they felt kind of small for me. So these being bigger is cool. I like how they're mostly black, also. Like with just the accents of red and blue. That's nice. That looks really good. The music's really good too. Wow. How don't those look kind of like they would break really easy? Especially if little kids are using these? Like, I feel like if little kids were using these, they'd snap one of those like little bronze prongs off. Can you pre-order these now then? I mean, I would almost get one. Oh, so they're gonna have a new Mario Kart when it comes out? Oh, it just says 2025, okay. Or 2, so does that mean... Because if they're based out of overseas, wouldn't they be? Um, that's either February or April, whichever way you end up looking at that, I guess. Um, okay, well that was one video down. So this next one, it's kind of related to the Nintendo Switch 2 also, but it's also Halo related. And so I only watched the first little bit of this, and so I only watched the first like minute just to make sure it would be a good watch, I guess. And so I haven't watched this all the way through. I haven't watched any of these videos all the way through. And so I wanted
Welcome
to
back,
look
everybody.
at
The Nintendo Switch 2 just got announced with a trailer, and this is relevant to Halo fans because it looks like this was not only leaked, the release date here, but it was
How's the
accompanied
volume,
with rumors
everybody?
that the Master Chief Collection is going to be ported on the Switch 2 as well as the PS5.
What?
Now, I know some.
You imagine playing Halo nowadays on a freaking handheld? Like, you could play Halo Infinite on the Steam Decks, but the Steam Decks, it's not very good on there. So, maybe the Switch 2 will be better for Halo? But also, did he say it's going to come to PlayStation?
On the Switch 2 as well as the PS5.
The PlayStation
now,
5, oh my
not
gosh.
like that news, but it is probably true because we've been hearing about this for possibly about 2 or 3 years now, and it looks more and more likely, especially with things starting to come to fruition, like this very legitimate leak of the Switch 2 that we've been hearing about so much recently. Now,
yeah,
I've
then
been
they finally
more
posted it.
tactful with the videos that I make recently with news, you guys can probably tell, but this is interesting to me because there
It makes sense, though, that they would want to bring this to PlayStation because, like, everybody deserves a chance to play Halo. Like, I grew up playing it, so it is one of my favorite games of all time, franchises of all time. So it's really cool that they want to push it to more consoles. But like nowadays with the crossplay coming out on almost every game, and then cross progression even, but you're able to get every game on every platform just about. I mean, there's some exceptions, of course, with some PlayStation games and stuff like that. And then there's a lot of the Steam indie games and stuff that you don't get. But a lot more of the indie games are coming to Xbox, and I'm assuming PlayStation, because I'm mostly PC, but I still play on Xbox a little bit. But it makes sense that they would want to bring Halo to a more broad audience, I guess. More people to essentially enjoy it, but also hopefully like we get some news on the new Halo that's supposed to come out. They may announce something this year.
is a Phil Spencer recap. Basically, he's saying so much about this that no game is safe from being ported to other consoles at this point, and I saw this coming like a decade ago, especially.
That's one thing I do like about Microsoft is they really do want to bring more games to everybody. Hey, Miasas. So yeah, like just the fact that Microsoft wants everyone to be able to play, I like that about them.
With Halo coming to PC, it just makes sense that Halo is eventually going to make its way on everything, right? Handheld devices, the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation.
This was the original.
PC. Hopefully, there's eventually
Halo
a Halo
Infinite
5
trailer.
PC port at least. Although we don't see any of that coming, and I really don't know if it is ever gonna come. But this is interesting to me because it looks like we're going to get a developer direct. This is a little convention where I guess they're announcing things. I don't know too much about it at the moment, but it looks like this is an official event where they're probably going to be revealing some stuff, including a mystery Xbox game.
Okay. We'll want to try and watch this on the 23rd then. Because if they're doing, or watch a recap of it at least, that would be something great to react to, I think.
Possibly a new Halo game, maybe.
Oh.
Now, I think that is pretty unlikely given the fact that, at least for Halo's track record, it's pretty rare for a new Halo game to be announced at this time of the year. But I don't think it would be impossible for them to do a little recap and announcement of the official confirmation that Halo MCC will be on the Switch 2. And I think this is making sense as it's obviously going to boost your sales for the Switch 2 and obviously PS5. Of course, this brings up...
I would buy a Switch 2.
This is a good thing for Halo. I'm not really sure. I think that's best saved for another video, as I kind of just want to get into the news. I will say very, very briefly, though, that I think ultimately it's a good thing, at least in Halo's position. I wish they would just focus on making great Halo games so that they could sell more Xboxes, but I don't really know the point of buying an Xbox at this point because it has no exclusive games from what I understand at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, we have a little development update for possibly Halo 7, the next Halo game by Rebs Gaming. This is someone that I do trust and have followed for quite some time.
A new Halo would be crazy to come out soon.
And so he basically talked about how there was former 343 leadership didn't participate in playtest and ended up canceling them due to Infinite's development. I'm guessing he's talking about the next game. On LinkedIn, Xbox revealed Halo Studios set up a new studio playtest lab to test new games and content and form studio-wide collaboration and relationships. In addition to playtest sessions, the lab hosts daily drop-in sessions for studio members, an option to join virtually. And so this basically could be summed up that it looks like they are testing, right? It was revealed that new maps are in production for the future of Halo and are being tested. So there is some
if they're hiring testers, they got to be getting somewhere.
Like and things like that, that they think that there is going to be a new game that is going to be announced for Halo this year. We might just get a very concept-like trailer like we did in E3 2018, where obviously Master Chief, we saw Zeta Halo for the first time, driving that Warthog. It was a really cool trailer. Unfortunately, most of it didn't make it in, but we might be getting something else like that this year because I think it's too early to show any gameplay. But I think 2026 is looking really solid for a possibility of a Halo, like a true Halo.
We gotta wait another year at least?
A new side Halo game.
Oh, man.
We can finally see what Halo Studios is working on, right? And I'm very grateful.
I don't want to wait that long.
Did that Unreal Engine 5 Project Foundry announcement thing because I think we needed that, even though I think it raised some concerns about not only Unreal Engine and how they're focusing on the graphics over the obvious and consistent issues that they've had with the gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay has been kind of lackluster lately. I know, we gotta wait. We probably have to for them to do it well. Because I think they announced late last year, late 2024, when they were going from 343 to Halo Studios now. So maybe once they made that jump, that's when they're starting on the new one because they're switching from their own engine to Unreal Engine 5. And so in them doing that, they have to wait. They're probably just now starting development, right? Which I think they'll be able to produce a lot faster in Unreal Engine 5. At least that's a small understanding of what I have of it. But, I mean, it sucks they're giving up I think it was a Slip Space engine, I think is what it was like Bungie's original engine that they had. And so apparently it was really hard to formulate new stuff on. And 343 didn't have that nearly the experience that Bungie had with it, so.
But now we have some other issues that maybe are a little bit too political to get into on the channel that some people suspect that were, in the trailer. But speaking of which, look at that. I just wanted to share that because I thought it was funny. Anyways, Sacred Icon says it's been 18 years since the Flood last appeared in a FPS game. And thankfully, that project...
It has been a long time since we've seen the Flood.
Halo Studios is playing around with Flood environments, making Flood models and assets, which they said, unlike a tech demo, these assets are actually going to be used in the future games, which I think gives a lot of credence to...
Unreal 5 does look really good for Halo.
Finally,
it will look really good
again for the 5th time. I don't know. We'll see what.
Flood is like the parasite from like when Halo was originally created or whatever. And so I'm really bad at explaining lore, but the Flood is basically like zombies in a way. And they're very, very hard to get rid of. And yeah, they're really crazy. They're very bad. But a lot of people love fighting them and love that enemy probably because they related to zombies, right? And in Halo 1, it was like such a scary, such like a scary concept like the first time you meet him, it's such a huge impression on the first time you play the game. So it's like a big part of a lot of people's childhood too. So I think that's another reason they like it so much. Back when Halo 1 and the first time you meet him, oh my gosh, it was crazy.
What happens, but yeah. Anyways, there's some complaints about some drama about Halo 5.
Like, this is a flood area right here. And so this is like really gross, you know, like just
people are
like disease.
Well, they say Halo 5 introduced a faction that was quite literally impossible to reasonably defeat, leading to Infinite attempting to course correct. I actually don't think that was a problem whatsoever. They say only for it to be in a weird place, narratively speaking. I think they skipped over the whole created conflict. I think that there could have been some really cool stuff. XLR says on X, unpopular Halo opinion, everything will be okay. You know, ultimately, I do agree with that. I think there's some concern about, you know, it going on to the Switch 2, and I don't think we have, like, the tech list yet about what this console, how this...
I feel like the Switch 2 will probably be pretty powerful.
There are some concerns that middle piece there is probably going to be breaking off right there.
That's exactly what I said! I said that piece looks so flimsy, especially if kids are gonna be playing with this, which most kids will have it. They're gonna try and mash it together and it's gonna break.
So I think that's kind of a concern that some people
I
have,
said that same thing.
I kind of agree. But regardless, I am looking forward to seeing how Halo would play on the go and how they're going to handle the graphical differences. And the reason why Halo MCC is probably going on the Switch 2 versus the Switch 1, as originally suspected, was probably the graphical upgrades that the Switch 2 has. I think that was a massive complaint. And the PS5, obviously, there's not going to be any issues with that. But I do wonder if there's going to be any unique differences or even challenges, even drama surrounding that. With how bad Halo has been in this state, I think that it could use some new fans. Some people just aren't going to buy Xbox. At least according to Phil Spencer, he's convinced people will never switch consoles once they've decided which console they're married to. But I've been married to Xbox my whole life, and once they gave up on Halo being exclusive, I just switched to playing PS5 all the time. I mean,
this guy's a traitor. Just kidding. I've been Xbox my whole life. I grew up with just an Xbox. I remember playing on the original Xbox and the 360. So many good memories on the 360 with Halo 3 multiplayer. And so now I'm on PC mostly. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I maybe would have switched because I do like PlayStation, some of their games, like their very specific games. I like those, but
they have really great exclusives, and any Xbox games I want to play, I just buy on Steam. So
yeah, because all the Xbox games are on Steam now too, which I buy everything on Steam.
Let me know down in the comment section below. There's probably some more stuff to talk about, but we'll save it for another video.
Yeah, this is a really good video. You guys should. I'll post that in the chat. Go like it. I've been watching Halo Follower for quite a bit, pretty much since I was in Halo, and so, yeah, he's a great dude to watch. As you can see, I've been subscribed to him for a while.